All right, morning to you and good morning to you, Janet. Happy birthday to you. All right, Janet, today's a birthday, if I'm not wrong, through Facebook. Okay. All right, once again, thank you for all the support that you've given to us over the last all these years. Yeah. And also you've been very nice to my family. You've been buying a lot of chocolates for my kids. Really appreciate it. Right. Good morning to all of you. Good morning to you, Janet. Once again, happy birthday. All right. Okay, guys, and if anybody knows that your friend is actually watching this MEO right now and it's his or her birthday, let us know. All right, I can't sing, but I'll just greet him or her happy birthday. All right, we try to do this like every day we do that. Okay, all right. Once again, this morning MEO itself is a bit earlier than normal because I have a meeting at 12. So that's why I need to rush it up. And because I rush it up, I can only, when you see me doing the news segment and stuff, I can only just show you the articles. I have no time to extract them to give you the essence. So we're just going to brief past that. Right, okay, so confirm, Janet said that it's today's her birthday. We wish you all the best. Okay, happy birthday to you, Janet. All right, let's go with today's MEO. Right, same thing again, guys. Today's MEO, there's a lot of information coming in. Today's the news itself got more than 10 articles. So now, without further ado, let's start, okay? Meanwhile, if your friends are around and they want to hear something from me, then just tell them to come in right now, yeah? Okay, let's go. Okay, today is the 25th of March, 2022, Friday. All right, Friday, thank God it's Friday. Now today, all right, you can see that my collage have a very interesting caption. Did Biden really brought the football back to NATO? Now, how many of you know what this football back is all about? How many of you know what this football back is all about? Can you see right now? Right, do you know what this football back is all about? Let me know. All right, let me hear you guys. If you know what this football bag is all about, type it out. I want to hear you guys saying, telling me this. Okay. All right. What is this football bag all about? Okay. What is this football bag? Anybody? Now the football bag we are talking about is this one here itself. Okay. This bag here. This one that they are carrying. No idea. Okay. Seriously, got no idea. Okay. Fair enough. No idea is fine. But anybody else? You have the idea what's football bag? Definitely it's not going to play football, yeah? Definitely not for football. But it's something that they use it as a coin. Italy lost. Yes, I saw that. Yes, I saw Italy lost. I mean, seriously, for that type of performance to be out of World Cup makes sense, yeah? Right, lost to this North Macedonia, right? If I'm not wrong, I didn't get the exact name itself, but I was just surprised. 1-0, yeah, 1-0. So no Italy handsome guys for World Cup. Okay, all right. So what we have there? Okay, no idea. Sherwin said, okay. Karin say a goodie bag when you go to a football game. Okay, no. All right. Again, our Liu always will get the perfect answer. You are absolutely right. The nuclear control button, indeed. Huh? Yes, indeed. That is really the case itself, right? See. You notice that in MEO, right, you only get the latest grapevines and news and articles from us itself, right? Because I really put in a lot of effort to dig some great stuff for you. Yes, indeed, that is a device, correct, Stanley? The device to launch a nuclear weapon. Yes, this is the bag. Yes, this is the bag, okay? All right, so Biden went for NATO. Went to talk. And of course, the agenda was really very colorful. I'll talk about that later. And of course, our North Korean, all right, Kim Jong-un did not also waste his time. He started to fire ballistic missiles again. Okay, so now he's firing when this Joe Biden is the president. Okay, and of course, Tesla share yesterday broke past $1,000 again because there was again a lot of good news coming out on Tesla. And gasoline prices should pass record level, all right, should pass despite the crude oil price coming down. So there's a lot of information to share with you today, yeah? Okay, let's begin. Now, disclaimer apart as usual, please understand this. My job is to make sure that you make money for the market. Your job is to do your risk management and trade according to rules, okay? This is the most important thing that you need to remember for yourself. Okay, let's go. Now, joke of the day, why can't China do more to help put out the fire? Now, you can see that, right? This is a very deep cartoon, which actually, if you don't understand this, you probably will just laugh over it. All right, you can see that the fire is in Ukraine, right? But what US is doing is pouring fuel or gasoline right into the fire. So think about this, when you do that, what will happen, right? The fire will just only naturally get bigger. And when that actually happens, then what will happen next? All right, so this actually is trying to tell you that what could be happening right now. And from the way that Americans are doing it, all right, it is putting a lot of countries, all right, into a potential double W3, all right? Apparently, it is very possible. Let me explain to you more in details as we go along, all right? Today, MAO is going to be very different. It's very interesting. So watch out for this, okay? Now, just in case, let you know, right, these are the number of tabs this morning I have to go through just to get you today's MAO content. Look at the number of tabs, and this one is only at morning. I haven't finished it. There's actually got another 5 more at the back. But this is the number of tabs actually every day I go through. So obviously, you can see I watch through a lot of videos. I also went through a lot of articles, and I get my sources from different part of the from different areas. Yeah, so you can think about this stuff. Time and effort I put in every time itself. Okay, all right, just let you know so that at least okay, my point is the same thing, guys. Once again, it's all right. End of the day is you don't like it, you just don't need to watch it. Okay, I find it very interesting is that sometimes I read in a forum, they say that, right, this guy talks so much crap and stuff like that. I mean, you bothered to listen to me for 2 hours and write those craps. I mean, that just live a life of sometime, spend some time with your family members, your loved one, and just leave me alone, yeah. Okay, now why does US support Ukraine first? That's the first thing that everybody is asking, right? Oh, because they're the world police and stuff like that. Well, according to what you see on Wikipedia, US assistance to Ukraine is targeted to promote political and economic reform and to address urgent humanitarian needs. The US has consistently encouraged Ukraine transition to a democratic society with a prosperous market-based economy. Okay, all right. So think about this itself. How many of you actually agree with this statement that why US is supporting Ukraine? And that this is to be the official statement, all right? How many of you actually agree? Please key the agree right now. How many of you disagree? Then just key disagree lah. All right, let me see what's the consensus here itself. I want to see whether I'm right here, right? There's 65 of you right now. Kindly now do me a favor and then tell me, do you agree with this statement? All right, that's actually available on Google under Wikipedia. All right. Okay, remember, everybody is entitled to their own views. Yeah, there's no say that you are right, I'm wrong, whatever. Everybody is entitled to their own views. Okay. Yeah, very important. Huh? Okay, wait. Suddenly my phone again, as usual, full of messages coming in. Okay, so what you have there? Okay, K-Tech say disagree. Louis says disagree. Louis say disagree. This Dennis disagree. Chen Kui disagree. Nansin all disagree. Okay, oh, you disagree. Hey, how come? No agree, yeah, Sue. Okay, all right. Let me go through with this, and you can see where I'm coming from. So, okay, let's go up. Okay, so Zelensky is all right. Calls for more assistance through a virtual call in a closed-door NATO meeting. So you must understand this, all right. They're now having meeting. The NATO's are having meeting right now. Okay. So the virtual addresses started with Zelensky starting the summit, right? And then he was in a private place and he began to talk and stuff. Then after he has spoken, the next person on the line was Joe Biden. Joe Biden laid out a number of issues that the alliance is going to grapple with. Okay. So blah, 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 blah. The most important thing is this. The other topic that arose included China and a collective desire to avoid Beijing supporting Russia in its invasion. Okay. And apparently now they also discussed the contingencies should Russia use a chemical or nuclear weapon on the battlefield in Ukraine. Now, let me ask you this. Think about this yourself. Okay, think about this yourself. Okay, what is contingency plans in terms of if someone, a country like Russia, if let's say they really go for chemical or nuclear weapon, may I ask you, in terms of contingency plan yourself, what will you be doing? Seriously, what do you think you will do? Right, Ray Yang says Ukraine is a nice big buffer zone between Russia and Europe, and of course you want to put them on your side, so poke the Russians. Korean says fat chance. Okay, Liu say disagree. US like the war at other country. Oh, okay. this is all your statements. Yeah, I just going to just reading it itself. So apparently, what does contingency, in your opinion, will be? If let's say now you're in the position of this. So what they say that now, right? The mood there itself is sober. A very good word used, sober, resolute, and incredibly united. Wow. Okay, sober. Yeah, why? Definitely be drunk. All right. So apparently, it's all right. This is what is going on. Okay. So apparently now there are loads and loads of information. EU leaders wanting to inform China that they have to use a leverage to stop Putin. Right? NATO warns China not to help the Russian in the Ukraine war. And Biden warns China of the consequences for supporting Russia. Wow. Don't you find that the whole thing now is moving around one particular country? Don't you realize that as well? Don't you realize that, right? The whole thing itself is aiming at one particular country. I'm not trying to be funny here, but when going through my MAO itself, right, I realized that today I can see the common word, and the common word itself is a 5-letter word. The common word itself, and it's all about this country, this particular country that has a rooster on its on its map. The map is so a rooster, in fact. So this is the problem here that I am actually seeing, and this could get very scary as it goes on. Yeah, okay. So apparently, Joe Biden, okay, according to some, now this is something, it's not under upfront. If I can send you the source, I'll tell you the source. When I can get the source itself, right, you're going to dig it out. Now, this particular slide now, I'm going to show to you, right, okay, this particular slide itself, right, the source itself came from the Taiwan, this talk show. Then I tried to Google it. I couldn't find any evidence of this particular thingy. So that's why I put away, did Biden really brought, because I can't confirm, okay? So apparently, according to this particular talk show in Taiwan, pretty hot right now, says that Biden actually brought the nuclear, okay, back with him. And of course, now more important thing is that they are trying to tell China to just make sure to stand the right side. And of course, if not right, there could be new sanction coming on China. Wow, this is crazy, right? So apparently, this is the screen capture of the talk show, yeah? So talk show itself, they may exaggerate and stuff like that, okay? So anyway, apparently, right, they said that Biden has already reached Europe, and they are going to have a meeting, and apparently the media actually took a photograph of Joe Biden football bag. Now, this football bag itself, right, if you don't recollect this itself, right, this is how it looks like, okay? This is the bag, the nuclear football, known as an atomic football, the president emergency session. All right, the emergency, right? This is the button, the black box, okay, that is used by the president to authorize a nuclear attack while away from fixed command center. Okay, so this is how the bag look like. Okay, not very nice bag, yeah, but a very spec in 1977. Okay, anyway, now we may see, hey, very familiar, right? Very familiar, this bag, right? So I'm going to give it to you this time, okay? All right, this is going to be one. The first thing I saw this bag is, all right, the straight thing, I remember I saw this somewhere already. Okay, we see it in many movies, but I'm sure this particular movie, you will probably see this now because of I think because of the, what do you call? The IP, right? We're going to let's watch this without, listening it, yeah? Okay, so you can see this scene from G.I. Joe, yeah? So this is actually the guy is now trying to talk to the NATO so-called people. All right, you can see that, right? Okay, and this is the bag and how it looks like. And wow, cool, right? And just coincidentally, this G.I. Joe president is not a bit like Joe Biden. Okay, anyway, this is the scene from G.I. Joe, the retaliation, and this is a scene where firing of nuclear were done and stuff like that. Okay, got the idea now? Okay, it's not the main gist of it. Okay, if you want to watch this, go and find G.I. Joe retaliation nuclear summit scene. Okay, all right, interesting, yeah. Okay, so with that understanding, all right, because when I do my MAO and stuff, right, I realized that US actually make contingency plan for, in case Russia used chemical weapon. So the thing is this, take a look, can the president launch nukes without Congress? So apparently the United States has this two-man rule in place in nuclear launch facilities. And while only the president can order the release of nuclear weapons, the order must be verified by the Secretary of Defense to be authentic order given by the president. There's a hierarchy of succession in the event that the president is, Okay. So anyway, it's all right. Don't get crazy, okay? Anyway, for that to really happen itself, the president of the United States must get clearance first. Okay, it's not that crazy itself. Okay, and I don't think that we will have any nuclear thingy. I don't think so. Yeah, I think the problem is way larger. Just having that, right? There's all a lot of wayang going on right now. Okay, Danny say the US one is to create instability in the region to slow down the rooster growth. This one I totally agree with it. Chengri say no mention of India. Yes, all right, apparently yes. Now I think they just took vote, and apparently India and China they decided to to have no vote. Yeah, to mean they destroy their votes for something about the Russia war thingy. So just in case, let's share with you a little bit here and there. All right, how the chain of command actually really works. Okay, first of all, there must be a briefing from the Congressional Research Service to make the legal situation, right? So the president will basically, what's he's a chief in command, so command in chief, okay? So basically, it's all right. His role is he can take the role to fire, okay? But of course, the vice president can oust the president if a majority of the cabinet agree that the president was unfit to serve. Okay? Again, one of the scenes, right? We have seen this before, yeah. So anyway, the thing is this: the chain of command, still the president must be the one that give it. But can the officers disobey? Now, apparently, it's all right. It is possible that the what they call the crew or the so-called the defense ministers, if they disagree, they will tell the president it's illegal, and the president must think carefully before he goes for it. So, at the end of the day, it's all right. It's not that easy to just switch on and fire, unless the president himself don't give a hell to his own people. All right, obviously, we can talk about probably Putin, and the other person itself is Kim Jong-un. All right, these two guys itself, they don't need to care. All right. So for this to happen, it's all right. This is whereby it gets a little bit dicey here for your information. And of course, international humanitarian laws doesn't really want this to happen. That's why you got the Geneva Convention and stuff like that, because the aftermath of a nuclear is really devastating. All right, it's very, very sad. And this is the a picture of what happened in Nagasaki and Hiroshima in 1945. So think about this now. This is 1945 technology. Think about this now, 50 years later, or some 80, 70 years later, right? Think about the technology now. I cannot imagine how bad it will be if really something really happened. So guys, anyway, all this is just extra trivia, all right? It's before I go into other stuff. So just for you to know, all right, to just let you feel that, okay, how could things develop along the way? All right, once again, now, because I'm so busy with my stuff, I got no time to do my review, so I can skip this, okay, totally. All right. Now, just to let you know, my class will be tomorrow on the 26th of March, okay, at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It will be my today's the last day to sign up. You can contact Richard at 9274-9213. So you think that, hey, this guy really went beyond charts. He goes very deep with his understanding of the market situation and stuff like that, and you don't mind listening to me, then of course join our TWB Traders Academy, okay? Now, if you think that, right, you want to know more about the TWB Premier, okay, this is where today I'm going to tell you a little bit more. Later, take a look, okay? Now, the cost fee is going to go into 2,888. Now, of course, some people say it's expensive, but I don't think so. Compared to other trainers in Singapore that they charge $5,000 to $10,000, mine is considered cheap. And of course, I give you live in-person coaching also for 2nd and 3rd of April. Now, of course, the question is this: how can you make back the money even you go for this course? I will tell you today, so that later on when I do the so-called the charting, right, you will understand where am I coming from. Okay, so take a look at this as well, right? Now, in my TWB Premier level, we have just put in a new feature called the stars and the bombs. All right, now I want to go detail with this star and bomb. But very simply put itself, right, when you see a bomb, all right, at the bottom means that, right, the market itself is going to go up soon, right? Most likely it's going to go up soon. And this bomb itself will show on your screen the moment the chart finished. That means that once this chart is in, the bomb by itself, if let's say it's supposed to be there, it will come out and you should know what to do from there itself. So all my TWB students, the premier level, they know what to do. Can you see that? Pretty cool, right? Wow, look at it. That is all these are yesterday's market, no? So yesterday market, right, for the Nasdaq itself, right, it bottomed out beautifully here, and after that, it went all the way. So as long as you are a TWB student, you have seen this bomb, you will know what to do, yeah? Okay, that is for Nasdaq. Then how about this for Hang Seng yesterday? Now, Hang Seng, brilliant. Now, if you see star, it works the other way. When you see star itself, right, that means that this is the high of now. The market most likely will come off soon. And truth be told, you can see that the market really came off. But if you see a bomb again, then of course you need to do buying. So again, this is tell you that. Now, of course, why we have this gray bomb over there and this gray star over there is to tell you that these are the previous one that were there. So I purposely leave it there so that you can do it for training purposes and understanding how sometimes this may not be the real one, it could be the next one. So all these things will be taught in the class. So you can see that, right, you can work on commodity like gold yesterday, right? Yesterday, gold was coming down. I tell students to watch out for gold. And when I saw the KSI turn green and the bomb was there, we immediately call for buy and go at 1940. And after that, gold went all the way up to 1964, right? This is again why we are able to give calls and definitely make money from the market. And you can see that, right? If you want to just join us, contact Richard right now at 9274-9213. Now, all these charts are yesterday's chart. I don't like to bring long time ago chart. I bring you the latest today. Okay, all right. In fact, now as I'm speaking right now, Hang Seng got a star already. So later on, I'll show it to you live. Okay, and of course, you can see that you work on Forex too. So even Forex market itself, right? Once you see the star, that means that there's a very good chance the market might be coming off. And of course, you can see even Forex comes off. So you can see that it works very nicely. Not every day got star and bomb, but if there is a star, right, it's going to be very easy to trade. And of course, does it work in the stock market? Of course it worked. Yesterday itself, right, you can see this is Apple, right? Look at Apple. Apple share has a bomb at the bottom itself. You just have to follow through and ooh, wow, look at it. Look at how Apple shoot up yesterday. So think about this. You have a forward indicator right now that has stars and bombs on the chart. You just have to contact us at 9274, all right, 9213, contact Richard, and you are on your way to get this thing right now, so that you apply it on the markets that we have prepared for you, all right, up to 14 different markets. Okay, pretty cool, right? Okay, thank you very much for listening to me. All right. Now, yesterday we have seen the initial jobless claims. All right, the initial jobless claim shows very clearly that the market itself, right, okay, has 187,000 claims. Okay, that means that it's better than expected. Now, I already told you guys that the initial jobless claim itself, right, really might dive down because as the stock market pulls away, most likely people go back to work. And because of that happen, right, lesser people claim for jobless, that means more people should be in the workforce, right? So that is what's happening. Now, the question is this. Okay, the question is this as well, right? If that is the case, then Kel, how come you're still calling for the market to be down? If these are going down right now, that means that more people are going back to work. That means that, right, the economy is good. Then the stock market will go up. Now, let me explain this to you guys. If you remember, the stock market is actually a barometer of the economy, and it's usually future tense. Okay, future tense. If you look carefully now, the stock market, okay, the stock market actually peaked in January. But you look at it at the same time, the jobless claims actually went up in January. So it doesn't make sense, right? You will notice that. Then after that itself, right, the jobless claims had to come down recently. But the stock market came off in January and February. You got my point? Yes. So that means that, right, the market and the economy itself, they are always about a few months difference. Some say it's 9 months, some say 6 months. To me, it's about 3 months only, about 3 months. So that means that, right, the impact of this, whereby the jobless claims figure, the impact itself will only be felt in about 3 months' time. So that will be June period. Understand? Okay? So which means that now, in my opinion, the stock market now went over the high in January. Now it came off, recovered, right? Now the current level now, the stock market is a little bit at a high level still in terms of valuation. So if that is any reason for the stock market to plunge down, all right, for whatever reason, then when it hit about May and June, that is where the impact of this economy will come in. And that will give a very good reason for the stock market to bottom out. Then after that, it will go up. Can you get my point here as well? So that means that, right, you cannot expect the usage of the current economy to do the predict stock market. The stock market is always 3 months in advance, usually the fact, because people buy in advance and they sell on news. Got it? So if you understand what I just drawn here itself, and you understand why am I saying that in May and June, the market will be a good time to bottom out, right? Please key got it right now. Okay, key the word got it. Because I can tell you that if there's going to be any reason for the stock market to come down in, let's say, March and April, then I'm very sure it comes to May period, right? You will be flooded with a lot of information telling you that the market it's going to go down, economy is bad, and then after that you will sell into the market, and then what happened? Then after that, a while later, the market recovered, and you're asking, how come? And then I'll tell you that, remember I said this back in March itself, what will likely be happening? You see, a lot of time is that you have to do forecasting way in front. Right, a wise man tell me this itself, right? Really, trading the chart is not about reading it, it's to predict and forecast what will happen next after that. So this is the reason why we are always able to be in front of the market. Just like now, you can see it, right? You can use this concept and use it wisely when the time arrives. You got it now? Okay? Wow, so many of you got it. That's excellent. Good job. Because I hope you remember this, because later on, right, when it comes to May and June period, you will have people telling you, don't buy stocks. Stocks is going to go down, blah, 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 blah. And that is whereby you should do what you're supposed to do today. Yeah? Okay, good, excellent. All right, so that's the reason why am I showing you this. Okay, usually I don't go backward, but I need to inform you how to do this properly. Okay. All right, now today pending home sales. Well, I say the numbers is looking at 1%. Okay, let's see how it goes. This time I got no idea. All right. So the market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. So which one are you? Are you impatient or are you patient? All right, if you're patient, then you just wait for your time. The time arrives, do what you need to do. That is the most important thing. Yep, for Warren Buffett. All right, stock market. Now, of course, yesterday I did not expect the Dow to continue to go higher. I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect. So the Dow continued to go higher, right? So I was wrong in a way. I know that the market may push a bit more, but I never expect to be pushed up again another 349 points yesterday. So you see, I'm wrong. And I'm wrong, I admit, nothing to lie about it itself, right? Wrong means wrong. But I didn't short much. In fact, I'm just waiting for my time. All right, waiting for it to come in. Okay, so that's why I'm very honest here as well. Okay. Oh dear, sorry, yeah. Wait a minute, repair this. Okay, so the Dow Jones rallied 300 points last night. Nasdaq gained 1.9% as the chip stocks lead market rebound. So once again, question comes in: how come the Nasdaq is going up itself? Well, I already told you guys that a lot of funds are coming out from the bond market. Okay, the bond market, a lot of funds coming out from there. Right, so if there's nothing where to go itself, right, then they will go to something that have been battered down recently. And the one that got battered down recently are all the technology shares. So maybe they come in to just push it up fast enough and then take profit. I don't know, but at least that is one of the reasons why you need money, or there's something else. In fact, itself, right, later on in the alternate market news, right, I'll tell you something that is really alarming. Do you know that the Federal Reserve haven't stopped their pumping of money yet? They haven't, and it's being shown. They actually pump in another $8 billion into the system. Hey, I thought they're supposed to do reducing already, right? Well, they're supposed to do, but when I read through the same thing again, then I realized that they say by March period, they will reduce balance sheet, or at least they'll stop. So today is still 25th of March, so that means they are still right now to use it. So this is how it is, guys. I'll tell you more in details later on. All right, so basically the falling jobless claims seem to be the one that added the confidence to the US economy, right? So apparently now from this guy called Victoria Fernandez, all right, Chief Market Strategist at Crossmark Global Investment. Well, apparently, okay, there's so much volatility over the past week or so. We're seeing a combination of good economic news, some people going in and picking up names. That's why we're a bit of bounce here. Well, I totally agree. A lot of counter back then 2 weeks ago was down by 15 to 20%. So of course, it makes sense to just go in and buy some anyway. With some money, making a 10% from the market is not difficult. So of course, the initial jobless claim is all right, shows that the thing came to 187, the lowest since 1969. Wow. So that means that, right, we're talking about more than 50 years numbers. So it looks good, right? Oh, of course, since 1969. Wow. Okay, so NVIDIA, Intel, AMD all went up yesterday. The question is this: chase? No lah. Market already went up so much already. Why are you chasing? Why are you chasing? All right, Bitcoin. Why Bitcoin go up? Yeah, because there's nothing to buy. Anything you can buy, they just buy. So the question people ask, then how come they didn't buy crude oil yesterday? Well, they bought up to 115 yesterday. Then, of course, when the NATO was ongoing itself, don't you realize that same thing happening when NATO was talking itself, that the crude oil prices come down by itself? Think about this, Wiley. Okay, all right. So let's look at the chart and explain it through it. It'll be easier, yeah. Now, I mentioned that we have a BNB created 2 days ago, okay? And I gave two numbers, 35,488, 33,761. Now, the point is this, guys. Based on what I shared yesterday, the market must break the RL first, then can go up. Then if not, it must break the SL, then it can go down. So yesterday, the market did neither of it, right? It didn't really go down, it didn't go up. So it's hanging around the BNB range. So what does it mean? That means that, right, the market hasn't confirmed to go into any particular direction yet. But with the KSI green and its uptick, and of course, the MA30 is supporting it. So therefore, when the market opens, right, instead of going down, it starts to go up. And when it crosses the MLP, then naturally, it will go to the next figure. So MLP, when it crosses, it will go to the pivot 2, and that's 34,679. Now, the thing is, although the market was below the pivot 2 yesterday, but it was above OP. So that means you cannot sell yesterday. It's under the new this uncertainty zone, yeah. So of course, if you follow the system of mine, you will notice that the bomb was there yesterday here, right here in the morning. So if you draw the two lines that you're supposed to draw, look at it, and that's why the market really go up. And if you extend it itself right now, you understand why the market stop here and then again go up. So this is the power of having the bombs and the stars on your chart. If you don't have this itself, right, you will not be able to do what you're supposed to do. Now, of course, if the market is going up itself, you only concentrate on the bombs. When the market is coming down, you concentrate on the stars. So on the way up itself, you concentrate on the bomb. But if on the way down, you concentrate on the stars. So of course, yesterday, the market stays above OP, undeniable. Concentrating on the bombs make more sense than looking at the stars, okay? So anyway, you can, if you go for my class, I explain to you how to use the star and bombs in a better way. Now, this is the crude oil of yesterday. Now, crude oil yesterday did very well. It went up first. From the opening price of 113, it went up to 115. So it's pretty good, right? Now, honestly, I was looking at it to hit 117. But after that, suddenly, it just reversed course and started to come down at a very fast rate. And then after that, it went all the way down and it come back to MLP level. So from opening price of 113, came all the way down to 10. Okay. Question is, I thought the KSI was green. Yeah, it was green, so it went up first. But after that, something must have came in. Some big force came in to push the market down. So let's take a look on the chart, and you can see for yourself. Yeah. So for the crude oil chart, there was nothing to give us any what to do. But you can see that it basically initiated a bomb first at the beginning, and then after that, it went up first. Then one after that, when the market couldn't sustain, okay, that's where the market sell off. Because there's no new bombs and stars after that. Yeah. Okay. So for crude oil yesterday, not too sure what actually happened, but once it loses the opening price, and that's where the crude oil came down yesterday. Okay, nothing much to explain. Now, of course, for gold yesterday, now the indicators tell us that the boys are actually selling. All right, and the blue bars are recovering, so it's a bit of mixed signal. So yesterday, the opening price actually is 1942. It did went down to 1937 first initially. Then after that, right, it strongly recovered all the way up again back to 1958 level. Okay, so same thing again, it followed the script nicely. And of course, if you look at the intraday, you can see the bombs are there. Look at it. The market came down first, right? Then the two bombs are there. Oh my God, side by side. So straight away, you know that this is a support in the market. And truth be told, the market couldn't go down. It became a stronger support. And that was how the gold went up. So dear all, this is the new TWB new feature called the Star and Bomb. It's made available for TWB Premier student. Basic student don't get to use that, yeah? So if you think that, hey, this guy has this very interesting tool and it's quite useful, then contact us through Facebook or the number that I just mentioned earlier. So, okay? All right, a quick one for today, yeah? Okay, done. So let's look at some global news, local news, and of course, the important news. Now, global news is all coming up, but local news, I don't have time for this, but we all know that now Singapore is going to open up soon, right? Basically, it's all right, mask off when you are outdoor. That's fantastic. Now, this morning I went to Tampines Hub and you see all the chairs are already aligned over there. It's all ready, and it's all close proximity. So which means that we can watch football together already as long as your mask is on. My God, this is fantastic. Okay, let's bring up some news for you right now, everybody. Wait. Okay, so first news is this. Biden says US would respond to Russia if Putin uses chemical or biological weapons. Okay, this one is really telling, it's really just informing that what's going to happen if, let's say, this Russia do it. Somehow, I just feel that this US really want to go for it. Okay, all right. Now, US start to sanction another 300 Russian elites and block off Russian central bank gold. That means that they're not letting them sell gold, in fact. So again, this is actually pushing by this Putin to the wall, actually, and this is not going to end nice, okay? And Russia, EU leaders start to send message to China and tell you, use your leverage to stop Putin, all right? So this is actually telling people that, right, China is a major player, and we have to make sure China is on the right side of history with this war. Gosh, okay? So think about this. This is really Italy Prime Minister Mario Draghi, right? Come in and say that they can be crucial in the peace process. So a lot of people is pressurizing China to make a stand and a position itself. And seriously, do you think China will do anything? No, of course it won't do anything, correct or not? So but then if they don't do anything, but China don't do anything, that will give them a good excuse to actually sanction China heavier. And if that happens itself, isn't that very clear? Probably the objective of this entire fiasco. Okay, so NATO boasts defense in Europe and say that it faces the gravest threat to its security in decades. So you can see now all these guys now, obviously a family photo, yeah, all standing on one side and preparing for it. Okay, so what do you think they're trying to do here itself? Very clear, the whole agenda. All right. So actually, this guy Joe Biden, do you think that he's a sinner as well? You think so? Okay, now North Korea didn't waste time. North Korea tested a new type of intercontinental ballistic missile. Wow, say Japan. So now you understand why Japan itself is also standing on all this. Everybody is getting very, very sensitive, and of course, anybody now must take some really prudent preparation. Yeah. So while this ongoing on and stuff, right, wild move in Russian stock as the market reopened after a month-long shutdown. So the stock market in Russia reopened, and the stock market actually ended up by 4.7%. All right, it was actually up even higher of 10%, but still, what happened was the plunge protection team or the government funds came in to support it. Yeah. Now, while all these things ongoing, we are all suffering, at least for the American analysts. The gasoline prices now have hit $6 in some part of the country, and summer driving season isn't even here yet. My God. So on average itself is about $4.23 last time, but now it reached $5 to $6 already. So think about it, $6. Oh my God. Now in Singapore itself, right, we see $3.50. We are jumping up and down already, right? So think about this. Okay. All right. Now Putin invasion of Ukraine seen as his biggest mistake. And obviously it will hurt Russia. Then without a doubt, whatever Putin is doing now will definitely hit Russia very badly. And that's why Boris Johnson say Putin has crossed the red line into barbarianism as UK slaps more sanction. I can tell you this, all these people keep on slapping more and more sanction on it itself. Definitely for sure. This one without a doubt. It's only now who dare to slap the sanction on China. That is the one that's going to break the camel's back. And of course now, BlackRock, Larry Fink, who actually oversee $10 trillion, 10 trillion, yeah? Okay, says that, right, the Russia-Ukraine war is going to end globalization. I mean, this is definitely for sure. Everybody's taking their own sides now. Think about this. And of course, Joe Biden says that he'll be very fortunate to face Trump in the 2024 presidential election. Now, because he's doing a pretty decent job, so now this guy said that, come, Trump, let's do it. Okay, because recently Trump came out and said that if he's a president, he'll never let this happen, right? Yeah. So you see, they're trying to get ready for the 2022 midterm election, for the 2024 presidential election. Okay. So with all this thing here itself, right, we have people like John Brown saying that the NVIDIA potential thing is actually on the AI side, and of course that's going to be scary because AI is going to be the new stuff. And of course, one counter to take note of is not Tesla. So apparently now this analyst saying that, right, forget about Tesla, look at something else. So I was not looking at that. So what is the thing here? Okay. All right. This one says that, right, it's a top name, but there is something better. Okay, where's the company? All right, they say that the next one itself is Mercedes-Benz. They say that Mercedes-Benz itself, right, seemingly better. And this company has also Bank of America giving a thumbs up. Yeah, Mercedes-Benz. Okay, so we saw that Tesla share went up recently, right? Because the new factory that's ready in this Germany, and so they expect the factory to give out at least 500,000 vehicles annually. Now, all these are all preparation work. Because this will happen, that will happen. But if the chips are not coming in, I cannot understand how can you deliver the EV. I don't understand this. But again, I say market is always like that. We buy on expectation, we sell on factual. So end of the day, you make your own thinking that what is happening right now. Okay. All right. So you got it. So if you look at it right now on the charts form, yeah. Okay. Just today is a bit different. Because usually I prepare all this properly, but today I'm rushing about time. So just to show you a lot of stuff here itself. Okay, so first of all, look at the VIX. Now, yesterday, VIX crumpled down further because the stock market recovered. So I already tell you this, if you want to buy VIX, right, you can buy between 24 or 20, right? So of course, the middle number is 22 lah. So yesterday, the VIX came down to 21.67. And people ask me, how come I'm wrong? I say, I'm not wrong, Lei. I tell you to buy between 20 to 24. No, sometimes, is it my English or my pronunciation or what? Okay, so now the thing is this, the RSI, if you look at it again, there are the 3 occasions whereby the RSI, yeah? Okay. Okay, take a look, yeah? Okay, take a look. Thanks, Kinghua, for explaining on that as well. Appreciate that. And Russia bet shorts. So all shorties cover. Okay, I don't know. Okay, anyway, in April last year itself, right, we saw the RSI hits 38. That was where the VIX was at 15. Then when it came down, it was 15. But today it's at 21. Now to me, that's called what? That is positive. Right, positiveness in the market. That means that for VIX itself, right, it should be a buy soon. It should be a buy soon, okay? All right, so from here itself, to me, VIX is a good buy towards upside. If you think that it will go up, down, this is a good time to buy. Got it? Okay, understand, huh? Okay. Now our price is at Singapore 1 liter now, 198 is for $3, right? $3 Sing dollars. So that means that 3.7 gallon itself, right? That means we also pay more, no? Right? We pay a lot more. We pay more. Yeah, we pay more. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The dollar index. The dollar index also is still moving upwards here. So the dollar index now, as you can see previously, right? This is the RSI, the high. This is the previous high for the RSI, the common point. This was where it is. Back then itself was 97. Now this is a 99. So without a doubt itself, right, the next time the RSI goes up to 70 again, that means that we're going to see at least 101. You understand? So that's the reason why I felt that, right, the dollar will still continue to bounce higher as long as this inflation is going up, plus the ongoing now regarding this interest rate hiking and stuff like that. And don't forget, FYI, if ever, yeah, take down, if ever US go into a war with Russia because of whatever Russia gonna do, the dollar will shoot up all the way. All right, the dollar will shoot all the way. Now, pardon if you don't know whether you can hear the renovation in the back. There's one company beside us as well, right? It's having renovation. It's pretty irritating. Yeah, I repeat myself. If ever the US go into a war in any way, in any circumstances, don't short the dollar. The dollar will go up, okay? Whenever there is war, okay, war, or we call waffle and raspberry, right? The dollar will go up, okay? Please don't short, okay? They'll tell you a lot of nonsense. They that, oh, the dollar will be hit because of the war. Bluff you want. Check back in any circumstances. Whether from 1973 until now, it's all right. Every time when there's a war, the US dollar will go up. Now, at the same time, it's all right. Obviously, the gold will also go up. Why? Because people get fearful. All right, the gold will go up. Will the crude oil go up? Definitely the crude oil also go up. Then you may question, hey, how come the dollar go up, but the gold also go up, the crude oil also go up? Because the demand for it will be coming in at 3 different rates. So the dollar itself, because when you are going to a new war itself, right, you need to spend a lot of money on ammunition. So the dollar become an important demand. Number 2, safe haven. When US go for war itself, right, people put side, right? So put sides, right? So the demand for dollar will increase by itself. So they will tell you it's because it's safer haven, but actually, right, it's transferring money to US so that they can utilize it. That's the reason why. That's the main reason why. And of course, why gold will go up, right? Because people get fearful and all these grapevines and stuff. That's why gold will go up. Crude oil will go up. Of course, when you go for war, you need a lot of all this gasoline, right? So these 3. But the moment the war almost the end, the gold price will come down very fast. This one you must remember. Okay, remember this. This is very, very important information. Yeah. So just in case, I'm not saying that there will be. I hope there won't be. But again, we just know why is that so. Okay, got it? All right. Now, of course, you can see now the gold price is seemingly moving a little bit on the side now. Now you can see once again in the common point itself, right? This is actually showing upwards movement. So will gold go up? Yes, I believe that gold will go up to 1975 in the near term. Just on the sake of technical, yeah. This is spot market, 1975. Okay, spot market. Okay, done. Silver, will silver move up itself right now? Silver, I don't coverage over here, but you can see a very similar thing that I want to share with you in terms of the RSI reading. You can see this is higher, right? So with this is all right, silver do have a chance to go up to here about 26.30 level. Now it's about 25.65 level. So there will be a bit of upside more to go for silver. Okay, all right. Now I'm not changing my way of doing my MAO. I just today just show the spot market because some people did feedback say that they can't see it, right? Okay, then of course the main thing is this is the 10-year yield. Look at it. It's not coming down, my friend. It's that we have one pullback yesterday before. Yesterday, immediately it recovered again. See, it came down from 2.3 to 2.2. But within the same day yesterday, it covered back everything. So this is going to go higher, and I'm going to tell you this 2.6%. Now, when the 2.6% comes, that means that likely the inverted yield will have set in already. So that's why when this thing go to 2.6%, right, very high chance you see the whole market will go into a drama mood. Okay, so dear all, this again tells you with regards with all this. Yeah, okay, got it. All right, these are all the spot market to inform you how I see the market in general term. So VIX itself to me is a buy, and if you think you're going to be buying, then go ahead. Yeah, okay, all right. So I have finished all the local and global news and important news. Now let's go into the alternate market news that you probably liked it. Okay, all right, just give me a while. Let me get some water first. Okay, thank you for waiting. Now for the alternate market news. Okay, once again, whatever I share with you, all this information got sources on. But only the question is how your interpretation comes in. Some of you will see a chart and tell me it's bull. Some of you see a chart and tell me it's bad. So it doesn't matter bull or bad. As long as you are in the right position, making the right decision, and the trade goes right, then you make money. Now, if you choose the right direction. I mean, you choose you supposedly right trade, but the market goes the other direction, right? Then you are wrong and lose money. As simple as that. Okay, so you can be right but wrong, yeah. Okay, so today I want to cover what Steve Hendrich had shared this morning. Now, Steve Hendrich is one of the TA guy that get invited to CNBC on a regular basis. Steve Hendrich, right? Australian, yeah. Okay, so first of all, this is something here. Now, his point is this. In 2018, the market croaked when the federal fund rate approached 2.4% with US debt at 22 trillion. Now, do remember, in 2018, the Federal Reserve debt was $22 trillion. In just 4 years, it had become $30 trillion. So they increased it by $8 trillion in a span of 4 years. That's an average of $2 trillion per year. And this year not ended yet. All right. So the question is this. Okay. back then in 2018, in 2018, can you see here? Okay, here is where 2018 is. Okay, here. In 2018, the interest rate in short is 2.4%. Okay, in fact, fund rates. Yeah. Then because of the so-called, they decided to, because the market was inflated, right? They decided to cut down the interest rate. They cut 3 times in 2019. So that brought the interest rate down all the way again, very fast. But before that happened, the stock market already down by 25% to 30% during the period of time. So the question is this: now the national debt is at 30 trillion, 8 trillion higher. What made you think that the system can handle 3% when it cannot handle 2.4%? Now, how did it get 3% first? Remember, Federal Reserve says already, right? They were looking to hike 25 basis points for the next 7 times. So 7 times 25 basis points or even 50 basis points will give you easily 2.5% to 3%. So imagine in 2018, without the pandemic, without the current situation, all the sanctioning around the whole world itself, the market can't even take it. Think about this right now. Can they take a 7 interest rate hike? Impossible. So to me, it's a real joke. No, it's like putting everybody into like, oh, feel that we are dumb here itself. So what happened? You can see, right? This is a way the debt shoot up over the last 10 years. Ridiculous, but that is how it is. That's why a lot of people become billionaire because of that. So what do you think will happen now if, let's say, we have the current rate and the interest rate goes up? So that means that you need to pay more money for the interest. So imagine now the total public debt plus the interest payment, you pay through your nose. That's the reason why, once again, it's all right. How much money would you like to pay? It will be billions of dollars just on the interest alone. How can the market take it? It's not very possible at all. And this is the piss off part as well, okay? Apparently, Powell taking the piss off. The Federal Reserve balance sheet actually expanded to 8.962 trillion. That means they added another 8.1 billion this week, or 51.1 billion added the last 2 weeks when it's supposed to end. Now understand why the stock market is going up. Now understand why it saw the last week it saw the Dow Jones up by 1,500 points without holding back, because the Federal Reserve is still pumping money into the system. They are saying they're supposed to stop, but they didn't give an exact point. They tell you in March. So correct, not yet, still March, So they're not wrong. But that is how it's being, this is how people interpreted previously, right? So now I understand why the stock market is still going up, because look at it. If you give me $8 billion, I can give you a lot of fun. Even 51 billion, I give you so much fun, okay? So you can see that that's the reason why the stock market continued to go up the last 2 weeks, okay? This is the real answer of the situation right now, okay? Got it? So if Akong is still going to print, I'm so sorry, the stock market is still going to go higher. We thought that Akong has stopped printing, but Akong seemingly is still there, okay? So, but then again, Akong did say that, right? Akong means grandfather, yeah? For those who are not, doesn't understand that. Okay, if my grandfather tell me that he will finally stop printing in March and from April, then I really will take back money from the system. Okay, but when we look carefully in the Fed minutes, they say it's May, they didn't say April. So that means that, right? Only in May, then they really probably take some money out from the balance sheet. So the only thing is this, then the market will always react before that, right? Correct. So the market may actually react maybe from next month onwards in April, then they react and say, oh, okay, Akong don't really say serious already. He doesn't want to print anymore. Then, okay, let's take profit. So it's something along that direction. Okay, got it? All right. So if you like today's MAO sharing all the news that you hear me until now, from the nuclear football bag to the 10 articles I share with you about this US and Russia and China and the alternate market news, can you hit the word like? All right, that means that you really like what you hear. All right, just keyword like. Okay, let me know that you like whatever I shared until now. Yeah. Thank you, Brian, for your like and love. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Eva Cao Bang, 谢谢. Okay, thank you, Sue, for loving it. Okay, I'm reading off. Yeah. Thank you very much, Riyang, Yo, Louis. Thank you, guys, very much. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony, for saying it's interesting. Thank you. 谢谢 okay KTIC. All right, so one more time again, final time already. If you like the what I shared just now about the bombs and star, quickly sign up for the premier package. Okay, all right, contact Richard at 9274-9213. All right, for basic you don't have the bomb and stars. Let me reiterate this, you don't have, yeah. But of course, if you actually upgrade yourself to premier later, right, you can get some discount as long as you show us that you profited from the market. Okay, last day for today, and of course, last one last seat. Okay, left one last seat. Yeah, no kidding, really left one last seat. So if you want the star and bombs, quickly contact Richard right now. Okay, so let's look at the charts, everybody. The bull goes moo, the bear goes grr, and the lemming is this one. What's the number again? The number, okay, 9274-9213. 9274-9213, Richard. Okay, I'm gonna key his name right now onto the thing, so you contact Richard. Okay, really, no kidding, guys. You know, I don't do marketing like this. Last seat means last seat, over already. Yeah, okay. All right, let's continue. Let's put the charts in right now. Okay, right. Okay, so this is the China market this morning. Now, this morning, I already informed my friend. I said, look, Chinese market has been down for the last, sideways for the last 5 days. Now, this is not usual. This is actually very dangerous. I cannot tell you that I'm actually getting very worried, right? Because after 5 days no moving, right? I can tell you it's either going to be this big movement like this or going to be a big movement like this. I don't know which is going to be which, okay? Either going to see 14,977, okay, or we're going to see 12,500. So I'm going to do a consensus here, lah. So everybody now, there are 89 of you online right now, 89 of you, okay? Tell me, how many of you think that it's going to be A? How many think it's going to be B? All right, what do you think, guys? I want you to write your answer right now. Do you think that the Chinese market will go all the way up to 14,977? That's A. Or you think that you go down to 12,500? That's B. Please key your answer right now. Let me see the consensus, yeah? Corinne say it's a pressure cooker formation. Wow, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, all right. So KTIC say it's B. Chongming say it's A. Okay. Corinne says up as usual. I always ask for A or B, I mean up and down. Richard say A. Okay. Sue say A. Anthony say B. Allison say A. B from Han Yu. B, B from moving so far. Steven say B. Jason say B. Ray Young say B. Chusen say A. Louis say B. Connie say A. Yongming say A. Dennis say B. Louis say B. And okay, you type before I say okay, no wonder. Solid. Okay. All right, so you say A lah. Okay, so seemingly most of you chose A. Yeah, chose A. So okay, let's see how it goes from down there. Now my point is this. I don't know what will happen, but I can give you a very strict cut number now. Okay, take a look. Yeah, if any time if the market actually do this, if it breaks above the moving average, the MA30 here breaks here, then the most highly chance to go to CA is very high. Now the number I gave back then itself is 13,243. This is the MLP of the big white candle, right? Now, based on my understanding is that if the market basically hangs above 1324243 for long term, usually the market will go to A. But if the market really now pours in and loses this level, then B is very certain already. Yeah, very certain. I don't mind saying the word very certain. So that's why I'm actually watching this very closely. Because of course, whichever Hang Seng goes, wherever the China A50 go, Hang Seng will also follow, right? So undeniable is that that will give me a very good expectation of what might be happening soon. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wow. I just saw my handphone messages. 134. I'm not going to report it. Okay. All right. All right. Got it. Okay. Let's go. Next one. Market. Dow Jones. Okay, so Dow Jones, allow me to explain myself again. All right, Dow Jones today, we are at a very important crossroad, yeah? The opening price for today, Dow Jones is at 34,758. That is the opening price for today, okay? Now, we are very, very near to the pivot one, and that's 34,771. Okay, right. So the thing is this. I think we are from here. If the Dow Jones can stay above this figure, 34,771, stay long with Dow Jones. You heard it right. As long as the market stays above 34,771, you stay long with the Dow Jones. Are we clear with that? Stay long. Okay, long, yeah? Now, if the Dow Jones pulls back and trades below 34,771, stay short. Okay, it's as simple as that. So make sure that you remember what I just said. I repeat myself like a broken recorder one more time. If the Dow Jones stays above 34,771, this figure today, the Dow will go up. Now, how high will it go? Well, likely it will go to this level here, which is 34,974, because that is the MA200. So the current price now is 34,776, right? The target is 34,974. That's 200 points from where we are now, okay? But on the same time, if the market stays below 34,771, then it will come down. The first figure you'll come down will be here, MLP, 34,562. And if things go crazy enough, it may come down all the way here, and that will be 34,331. Okay, everybody clear? All right, if you are clear, please put the word clear on Dow. I mean to put the word clear on Dow. All right, let me know how clear you are. Now, this is going to be my clearest explanation with all the things to do, yeah? So whichever side you take, end of the day, you must know where's your stop loss, where's your take profit, okay? I give you all the numbers here. So I'll take a picture of this if you want to, yeah? Very clearly. Can't get any clue better than this. Now, for my student, you know, right, this is a very clear pivot trade. Now, pivot trade got two types, right? It can be a classic trade whereby it stays above pivot one, CCRY, you buy, right? Remember that? Okay, good. But on the same note itself, right, if there's going to be any color change on the pivot, be very careful, okay? Is there going to be any color change that's on the pivot level, right? It's going to be very careful, yeah? Now, I know some of my students here, actually what they do is that for basic student, they actually copy down the pivot one, pivot two, and replace it onto the basic charts as well. Pretty innovative, you guys. But don't you realize something? If you happen to make a mistake in the numbers or you actually key wrongly, right, then you're in serious trouble, no? Yeah. Okay, good to save some money, but I'm quite sure you can make back the money too. If you can get it, because 24 credits are given to you, yeah? Okay, Nasdaq. Now, Nasdaq, interesting. Nasdaq today, the opening price is very near to the BNB RL level. So the opening price today is 14,768. Again, nice number, yeah. If it stays above it, it will go towards here, and that number happened to coincide with the PMB 1x1. The MA200 is 15,094. Okay. Don't worry, Karin, you're going to have it very soon, yeah? Okay, then the other number itself is 15,108. That's a BNB 1x1 extension, okay? So that means that if it stays up, we will have this about 200 to 300 points upside, okay? Downside itself, right, this is where I must watch out. 14,705 is a pivot 2, and should the market goes below this pivot 2, it will come down to MLP, and that's 14,616. Okay, again, very specifically telling you what to look out for, what number cross buy what number cross below, do what for selling, yeah? Okay, now the KSI is green, so the market is actually more towards the buying than selling, yeah? Undeniable, unless something big is going to happen in the afternoon, yeah? Now, S&P 500 also has a very interesting momentum movement. So same thing itself for S&P 500. We have all the positiveness, MLP, MA30, MA200, all positive. So by right, S&P should go to 45.60 by right. Huh? But if the market fail and pull back, then of course there will be some selling. Okay, but the KSI is green, but it's a down tick. So that means the buying is not as strong as it's supposed to be really. Okay. All right, now someone actually did ask me, Kel, whenever you are talking yourself, right, how come your neck is on the other side? I'm watching the chart now, of course. All right, my table not long enough. Your table is big enough. I can put it, draw it, and like that. But if I do this, I get eyes contract. I will have some pain. So I have to put it on the side. That's why my legs, my head was always on the other side. Watching it. Sometimes I find the question being asked is so funny. Yeah? Okay, continue. Hang Seng. Now, Hang Seng, everybody, please be careful. Okay, also be careful. Yeah, why be careful? Now, because today Hang Seng is a DJDD. Can you see that? Today Hang Seng is a DJDD. DJDD stands for Doji Directional Day. That means that yesterday must be a Doji first. Now you can see the star is there, right? That represents the Doji. But you notice that the day before is also a Doji. Double Doji. Now the Hang Seng today, we were expecting the Dow Jones Hang Seng to go higher just now, which we make money from the long side earlier. But now because China market is coming down, right? It has given back all the gains, and now again like a doji. Oh my goodness! Now I can tell you this, my friends. If today end as a doji, I mean about 3 doji side by side. Wow! Then next week itself, right? Things will get very crazy already. Because by right itself, for indices to have one doji, it's called a reset. A double doji is a double reset, meaning the market is going to go to big movement. Okay. Karine, why are you still asking this question? So you know, so King Hua, Karine asking this question again on the Facebook now. Karine, why are you doing this? All right. Why don't make sense itself, right? Again, I say, Karine, I'll explain to you in great detail. All right. Everything is different. Okay, I'll write a real detailed one for you later on. Yesterday I was too busy already. Okay, anyway, all right, the thing is this, okay, that means yes, okay, there'll be more doji coming up, means more impact. Yes, as a trader for so many years, when the doji start to get themselves line up in this way, right, that means very big movement is coming in. Yes, very big movement. So let me now do a bit more sharing here. Now, in terms of upside, the Hang Seng can go all the way up to 22,818 if the market choose upside. Okay. Now, if the market basically choose downside, do you know that how low can this be? Seriously, for those who are TWB trained, you know that the answer is all the way here. Yes, 18,970 plus. Yes, no kidding. Yes, that means now Hang Seng now is at 21,700, right? So the upside itself is about 1,000 point upside. Okay, 1,000 point upside. But the downside can be as much as more than 2,000 point. This is the one that actually worries me, and I don't know why will the market behave like that. So that's why a triple doji on the Hang Seng itself, right, doesn't make me feel any comfortable. Now, of course, the upside 1,000 point, what will likely happen? Likely because maybe this Putin give up and okay, surrender. Or Ukrainian troops are so powerful, they overwhelm the Russian troops. Or someone just do something very silly. A, B, or C. A, Putin surrender. B, Ukrainian troops overwhelms the Russian troops. C, someone do something very silly. So what do you think, guys? A, B, C. What do you think will be? Or you have D, let me know. What's your answer D here? I would love to hear from you, okay? Okay, so while you are giving me the answers right now, I would like to explain this to Karine right now since everybody's around. Number one, our TWB chart itself, the color is not based on opening and closing. TWB coloration itself, right, has 3 condiments inside there. Moving average is 1, definitely for sure. There's a trend line pattern inside the colors. And there's a mathematic formula inside there itself. Total, there are three different condiments inside there. Okay, that's part 1. Part 2. Part 2. Okay, part 2. Very important. Every market, every indices, for every indices, I actually spend 6 months to 12 months to actually back test what will be the best set of the 3 condiments for each individual market. So which means that, right, 100%, the 3 of them itself have the 3 condiments, but the parameters are all different to make sure that they are able to show you the accuracy of the system. Got it? So that's why every time one market, right, I will take at least 6 months to 12 months to forward test and backward test, then I can come up with the index or the indicator for the market. So that's the reason why it's so accurate, because I put in so much effort. And every 3 months or 6 months, we'll do a overhaul and check whether the parameters are still able to give the accuracy at minimally 80% and higher. So that's the second reason. And third reason is the most important, and the simple thing is this: every market has its own weightage, right? You have seen Dow Jones up but Nasdaq down, right? You have seen Dow Jones up, Nasdaq up, but S&P down, right? We have seen Dow Jones down, Nasdaq down, S&P go up, right? So of course it will be different. So that's the reason why we charge $96 per market, right? Because you're paying for all these things itself. All right. So you now understand why itself they are different. The color is different. So now you understand why the yellow Nasdaq, and now you understand why yesterday Nasdaq went up much higher than the Dow, because the Nasdaq was yellow color as compared to the Dow. Okay. So with this, right, one time I settle it and it's recorded. If you can understand this, replay it again. Okay. All right. Understand? Yeah. Okay. Now, as I'm speaking right now, suddenly the Hang Seng is coming down. Okay. Now, if the Hang Seng breaks 21,664, we will see 21,540 coming in. Yeah. This one, I will tell you that likely may happen. Now, most likely this is happening because I think the China market is coming off. Let me take a look. Yeah, a little bit, huh? Not a lot, but it seems that coming down a little bit. So let's see what is going to happen soon. Yeah. I say I can't tell you, but I just feel very uncomfortable with the current situation right now. Okay. Yep. Okay, it's coming off a little bit. Yeah. Okay, Ken. Now I think Karine can sleep better too. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think from yesterday and now she didn't sleep because of me. Sorry, Karine. Okay, Fred chose C earlier. Chongming chose C. Jason chose C. Stephen chose C. And Sui chose C. D. Brian. All the above. You're always a joker. Huh? Okay, all right. Okay, Ken. All right, you see that this is our community, and we're open, right? We don't really hide stuff. As long as I can answer you, I'll answer you. I can't answer you, I'll tell you I don't know. I'm very straightforward. I'm not the smart man here. I'm just the creator of the system. Okay, thanks, Karine. As always, steady. Yeah. Okay, done on Hang Seng. Today I thought about Hang Seng a bit more because I am quite concern for Hang Seng. Yeah. Now Nikkei, this is interesting. Nikkei earlier shoot up, right? Earlier Nikkei shoot up. Now I was watching the news just now from Kuroda. Yeah, I couldn't understand what I'm trying to say. I mean that the news is actually negative news. All right, let me just bring out the news again for you. Let me just read it out for you. Kuroda, faith in fiscal situation is key for monetary policy. Oh, okay, that was a statement. Losing fiscal faith can spur yield cuts easing effect. I mean, this is negative. How come the market went up, right? Let me show it to you. Okay, I don't understand this. Take a look. Wait, hold on. Yeah. You see? You see that? I mean, I don't understand, right? This is the thing, it came down first. Then after that, Kuroda news came out, the shoot out on Nikkei. But when I read the news, it was totally wrong. It was totally wrong. It's a negative news. So I was right. Bang, 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 bang. See? Proven, yeah? Sometimes these guys are really terrible. They really like to turn around the thing. But of course, dear students, all students, please take note, yeah, all of them, please take note. You know Nikkei, right? Nikkei today is below OP, and now it's below P2. So what should we do, guys? What should we do? Below OP, below P2, what should you do? Everybody, please key your answer right now. If you're my student, please key right now. Wow, Hang Seng is coming out already. My goodness, we're just talking about Hang Seng just now. It's down 21,600. That's was 21,800 just now. 150 points in just 5 minutes. Oh my goodness. What should we do, right? Below OP, below P2. Now you don't need to be a Japanese, you don't need to be in trading Nikkei to be an expert to do this. You just remember when you see below OP, below P2, CCYR, sell. Yes, right on. My Tuliao, Brian. Yes, correct. Every CCYR just sell. See that? Beautiful. See, all my students are able to give the answer immediately. This is the power of it. Now, I can make 1, 2 students come in for MAO and stay there to talk and talk. But how to make out of 99 people now, how to make 50 students come in to stay here every day? Because they know it works. They know the system works. And now let's see Hang Seng. Oh my God, it's coming so fast. Oh, even King Huang is coughing already. Okay, look at the thing. Wow, look at the star. Oh, I forgot about the star. You see that, the star? Beautiful, right? The star is there. And then here is the reason why the Hang Seng is coming down fast. And now, don't forget, this is the OP. So this is pivot 2. What should you do? Sell. Sell, sell, sell. Okay? Looking at this point now, 21,540. All right. This is the level that I'm watching out for. I think the Hang Seng will go down there. If you are selling the market, remember to put a TP there at 21,540. Okay, put it there. Put it there. Okay, put it there. Okay. Hopefully, you'll make some money by the end of this MAO today. All right. We have 7 more minutes to go to the end of MAO. Okay. We'll see. We'll come back here again and see whether what's happening. Huh? Okay. It will just take some liquidity below equal low then fly. Okay. Like I say, Benson is all for yourself. Yeah, anybody will know what to do. Do whatever you think is correct. Okay. All right, we'll come back to Hang Seng later. Let's continue with our next one. Is DAX. Okay, like I say, everybody got their own entitlement to their own view. Yeah, no one is going to be 100% right. Okay. Now, next thing is this. This is the DAX. Now, DAX has been basically sideways for the last 7 days. Again, I don't like it. Yes, I use the word that just how Karin shared me, the pressure cooker. Yes. Now, look at it. The boys have been buying for the last few days. But why is it doing that? Is it because NATO is having a meeting right now? I'm not too sure. But my point is this. Definitely, right, we're going to see very big movement soon, yeah? Because my MAs are coming in, closing in. So that's the reason why. So the numbers are here very clear. Number one here is 14,966. That is the BNB 1x1. Then here itself is 13,817. That is a BNB minus 1x1. So DAX should be able to choose one side very soon. I don't know which side. Don't ask me. By right itself, right, based on the KSI, it should choose the upside by right. But again, anything can happen. Yeah. So I'm not going to speculate this. The numbers are given to you already. Okay. All right. Next one is the oil. Now, dear all, now I said this enough time already since yesterday. I said that long haul, the oil will go up. And I gave you a figure already, right? 132 to 135. Crazy enough, 144. Okay, these are the three numbers I gave. But it will not be tomorrow thingy. It will not be like, wow, you know, in 1 week time. It will take a while, my friends. It's not going to be like immediate. Because now all of the countries, airlines are trying to push down the crude oil price to make the inflation not as crazy as it is. But as I said many times before, if there's a commodity called crude oil and people are dumping the supply to the market, I'm pretty sure the richer people will be buying even more because this is a scarce commodity. So if you are forced by some entity or somebody to sell your crude oil to the market, the other person itself who are richer will absorb as much as they can, store it somewhere itself, and when the time comes in, the usage will be there. Now, crude oil has a very important thing, FYI. There are two seasonal patterns for crude oil. Seasonal pattern one is actually before the winter season. That's why the crude oil price will go higher. Okay, before, okay, because people buy in anticipation. Yeah. The second one is really before the summer period, which is actually right now. After spring is summer already, right? The summer period itself, right, is where people will travel and move around. The driving season, correct? Exactly. So that's the reason why the crude oil in seasonal pattern, right, in April and May usually will go higher. Got my point? So now with all these things itself, right, when I look at crude oil, I take it in the form of a very simple thing. When the price goes down, cheap, we buy. Right? When it go higher, we just take some profit along the way. So for today, crude oil itself, right, if we can break this MLP at 111.98, if we can break, it will go higher. Now, how high can it go? 117.93. But that is based on today's potential. But the KSI shows that the KSI jump and it's on the downside. So that means there's a lot of selling pressure yesterday. A lot of selling pressure yesterday. So would the market be able to retaliate? It depends on, again, what is agenda today. But at the moment now, right, both my moving average is actually supporting it. So to me, very simple. As long as crude oil stays above the opening price 110.69, this is the OP of the day, then I know that I will stick to the long side. That's all. Simple as that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now let's look at gold and this silver. Okay, gold and silver, take a look at sell, right? Gold is mounting up very nicely. Yesterday, we have a buy, right? All the students actually went in to buy because gold is a CCRY. Stop loss is actually here, stop loss. All right, so now gold is moving nicely. Yesterday at 1963, I tell students of mine, if you want to take some profit, you can go ahead to take some profit, 1963. Okay, all right. So today's target itself, right? If you are looking at it, it may go to here, 1980. Gold may go up to 1980. But of course, if you cross 189, if you can cross above 1980, then logically speaking itself, right? It may even go back again to the 2070 marker. But don't forget, 2070 was used before already. So the impact of the BNB is no longer there. Yeah? So don't think that you must go to 2070 because the impact is very over and done with. Okay, 1980 is a TWB pivot technique for today, so you may use it as a guidance. All right. Now the KSI still stay red in color. The blue bars are retreating a little bit, so it's about a mixed bag in the indicators. So this one, if you want to take profit along the way, go ahead. Yeah, because based on what we are seeing now, we don't have a clear-cut signal from the indicators yet. But in terms of price action now, 1980. Okay, clear? Yeah. So can I have everybody key the word gold 1980, please? That means that I'm just sharing with you, gold may be able to hit 1980. Okay, maybe able to hit 1980. Please key right now. Yeah, at least you know what I'm saying. You know, the best part is this, every time after MAO is right, I receive a lot of messages asking me, Kel, did you say this? You say that. Hey, this is on replay. You can just go back to the replay and check what I hear. I say, all right, now, cannot be I say 1980, then I tell you 1970, right? I mean, yeah, I do make such a mistake once in a while, but not so bad, yeah. Okay, so remember that, wow, still very professional, XAU, steady. Hey, my eyes very fast, okay? I can pick up this very fast, even though the message is flooding at a very alarming speed, yeah? Okay, so 1980 will be goal target, all right? Our target for today, for today only, okay? Because our pivot change every day, okay? Yeah, so don't take note of that. Don't take this and then set the precedent for next week, okay? It doesn't work that way, yeah? Okay, all right, let's continue. Next one will be silver. Now, silver today is a CCRY formation, yeah? So, Karin, can you see now? Silver and gold go together, right? But only today you can see CCRY on silver, but gold has CCRY the day before, yesterday already, right? So again, you see, even though gold and silver, they go together so closely, it's all right. It doesn't work the same way. Got it, Karin? All right, now you look at it, the silver now is having upside, but the KSI on is very green color, but gold one is still red color. You see that? Again, different. So that's the difference why our indicator is different compared to other schools. Other schools, they use RSI, stochastic Bollinger Bands, then they'll move in tandem. They'll move together. And that is not what we want. We want something more to tell us what is the different? Why this market is up? Why this market is down? Okay, very important. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Kareem. One time clear. Right. So today, how high would the silver go? Now, by right, the first level is $25.84. Okay, that's the first level. The next level is $26. I think that silver got chance, can try to aim for $26 today. Let's try. Okay, let's try. No one knows. Okay, no one knows. All right, with that understanding now all clear up, let's look at the Bitcoin and Ethereum to wrap it up for today. Now, Bitcoin is getting very near to my target already. My target is 44,556. I already tell you, right? Once the market breaks the BNB RL, within 3 days to the most 4 days, we will see the BNB 1x1 or minus 1x1 trigger. So today, the target will be 44,556. Okay, got it? And you can see now this is assuming available for TWB Premier student. If you have Premier, you will know what to do. Then you will know that in 3 days to 4 days maximum, you should see money in your pocket already. Now understand why a lot of people, they want to go for Premier. Yeah, because you get to see very, very powerful stuff like this. Okay, 44,556. Now, what if they hit that, then how, Cal? Well, you notice that the pivot one is 44,512, right? So they're quite near each other, right? That means a very good chance the market is going to go there today. And if it goes there itself, right, be careful. If it go past it, never mind. If it go past and pull back now, must take profit ASAP already because the market may pull off. Okay? But at the moment now, right, the indicator KSI and the blue bar shows very positive. Now you understand why it's all right. When Bitcoin was down recently, right, I didn't call for sell because I say that my KSI and my blue bar are all positive. That's why when the Bitcoin came down, right, it was a buy instead, not a sell. So you see, guys, if you use traditional indicator like RSI, Bollinger Bands, MACDs, or like stochastic, all will be pointing downwards, but our indicator actually call for buy. So that is the biggest difference between us and other schools, okay? Because our things are all proprietary, right? We don't copy other people. It's our own artwork, yeah? Okay, Ethereum. Now, Ethereum at the moment now, you can see there's no BNB, same thing like this Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin got BNB, but see, Ethereum BNB was really days ago. So again, it's different. Every market has its own characteristic, hence therefore, it has its own different technical point. So in this case, it's all right for me today because the KSI is green and there's no blue bar at the bottom. Then the first target itself will be 31.81. That means that for Ethereum today, the target will be 31.81. Okay, 31.81 for Ethereum. All right. All right. I want you to do this a favor for me, guys. Put down there Ethereum. Okay, 31.81. Now, if the Ethereum really go to 31.81, right, do take profit. Yeah. Now, why don't I tell you do take profit itself? Because to me, if you notice this, I just saw this. Can you see that, right? For the Ethereum, all right, you can see that 31.81 itself, right? The last time when you see Ethereum coming down, you notice that every time the low got actually the high got lower. Yeah, very nice. So 31.81 will be the next level to watch out for. Now, if the market can brush this through and let's say go past the 33.00, right? This will change the entire whole momentum of the Ethereum market. But I don't think so at this junction now. Okay, I don't think so. Yeah. So let's see how it goes from there. Okay. So this is the potential movement. So I'm going to tell you this 31.81, just take profit first and wait for a while. Don't fight the market. Okay. All right. That will be all for today. Thank you very much for today's MAO. Exactly now it's 11:34 a.m. I can rush off to do my stuff. So Monday MAO, of course, it will be another exciting time, exciting day. And of course, guys, this coming Saturday, which is tomorrow, I'll have my basic class. Now, if you think that you want to go for Premier because you want the bomb and the star, you want a BNB instead, then contact Richard right now so that Richard will assist you. Okay. Remember, I need to have one seat left, okay, for Premier, yeah, unless Richard want to give a bit more, okay? Okay, that'll be all for today. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. This is Cal signing off. Remember, stay safe. Bye-bye. Thank you, Karine. Bye-bye. Yes, thank you, Angeline. I will have Saturday, yeah, my big TWB family, then Sunday will be my immediate family. Yay, okay, bye-bye. Okay, guys, good morning to all of you. Can you hear me loud and clear? If yes, give me a